Well, hello, my darlings, and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racey, and I'm going to be the one doing your reading today. For those of you who aren't familiar with the channel, this is a general energy reading for your collective zodiac sign. If it doesn't resonate with you, because it may or may not resonate, don't force it to fit, don't make it fit, just let it go. Check the other placements in your chart. If you don't know what your other placements are, you can Google search free birth chart, and a bunch of different sites will come up that will generate your birth chart for free. You just need to know the day you were born, the time you were born, and where you were born, or your best rough guess estimate to it, all right, to get your most accurate chart, okay? Those aspects, what they mean, right? Because, you know, all the different energies, when the different planetary bodies, they hold different, you know, vibrations. They have different aspects to them. Like the sun is how others see you. Your rising is how you see yourself. Your moon is the part of you that's hard to understand. That's your shadow. That's what triggers. That's what's healing. Your moon. Your Mercury is how you're communicating, how you're going about getting the things that you're manifesting. You know, what style of communication, what tactics are you using, you know, to create. Your Venus is how you love. Where your Venus is placed in whatever sign your Venus is, that is how you love others. It's also your divine feminine energy within. It's your heart space. It's your feels. It's what your heart wants. Okay? Mars is the divine masculine energy. This is the ego. This is the take action, you know, this is the things they're passionate, you know, things you're passionate about, things you'd go to war for, you know, the things that get a spark under your ass, you know, as your divine masculine. It's the most likely outcome that somebody will take, the most likely actions that somebody will take based on probability. But it is almost always karmic choice, almost always karmic action, because it's designed to keep us in the, you know, keep us in healing cycles. So your Mars, whatever your Mars is doing, just know it's not technically your friend. Okay? It's not, you know, it's the old program, and we're, you know, getting into love consciousness. That's what's healing. So, you know, the divine masculine who calls the shots, who takes the final action, typically doesn't consult the divine feminine aspect or the heart space, and that's why the shit's always fucked up, because it's always one-sided action making. You know, it's all from logic and not enough intuition. Jupiter, your Jupiter placement, whatever that is, whatever that circumstance is that comes out in the cards, that's something that's very lucky for you, creates abundance, it expands, you know, your existence here, you know, what you're capable of experiencing. It opens doors. Your Jupiter opens doors. All right, Saturn is your 3D reality. That's how your inner world is manifesting into the outer. So your 3D reality, wherever your Saturn placement is, that's pretty much the shit show you're looking at, right, in your reality. It also has to do with money, career, finances, wealth, things like that. So, you know, if you're following your finances, or you want to know more specifically about your finances as opposed to the other aspects of your life, follow your Saturn placement, okay? Uranus is when the divine hits you into your conscious mind with an aha moment or epiphany moment, a eureka moment that catches you by surprise. It's an unexpected possibility. It's something that happens on a whim. It's a curveball. It's something you don't expect. So if you follow your Uranus, it's because you don't like surprises. You don't like surprises if you're following your Uranus around. But yeah, that's also the divine epiphany, though. You know, it could be something else going on in the background that can throw you off, like, oh shit, like that just happened, really? Like nobody expected that. It could be also the things, you know, that pull the rug out from under you. You know, Uranus, it can go in any way. It's just completely, it's that random energy. Neptune, your Neptune placement is the current lifetime healing, your emotional current lifetime healing. These are to reflect on childhood wounds, childhood trauma, childhood programming, you know, what you were taught and learned about relationships and love and marriage and friends and family and working environments and social, you know, norms and business structure, like the institutions, like everything you learned from the time you were a kid to your teenage years. It's all programming. It's all stuff that you were taught to believe. And what you were taught is from people who are healing, so they are also hurt people. So hurt people teaching you hurt programming, and you taking that hurt programming from your childhood into your adulthood, you're healing your childhood traumas in your adult relationships now. Neptune's going to help you get to the bottom of that healing in this lifetime so that you don't have to heal through that cycles, right? With your parents, karma, you know, you're doing what you were taught from them kind of shit, you know. Pluto is your past life karma. That's the unconscious. You know, Neptune manifests things in the 3D from a subconscious level. The things that are on the back of our mind that we remember that we're not consciously connecting the dots to, that's how we're manifesting. Pluto's the unconscious level. This is the soul's will. This is your higher will that knows the bigger picture outside of this lifetime that you don't. And it knows all of the stuff your soul needs to heal. That's been going on for lifetimes, soul cycles, where you haven't been able to reach completion with a certain cycle, to the point that now it's painful to dredge it up. It didn't heal last lifetime, or possibly the lifetime before. And so now it's being extracted from the depths. This shit is not comfortable. Pluto is ruled by Scorpio, and the scorpion is one of the only other animals on the planet that can commit suicide and self-sabotage. It can poison itself and kill itself. You know, so Scorpios, Plutos, you're your own worst enemy. Your unconscious healings that need to take place is quite literally your own worst enemy in this lifetime. Because you have no idea when they're going to rear their ugly head. You have to be able to go down and dredge them up and pull them up and heal them and come to terms with them, so that they don't end up manifesting, you know, in your Pluto placement, whatever those energies are. You want to heal out as much karma as you can. That's why we're here. North Node is your destiny. That's your authentic path. That's your highest good. That is your divine purpose. If you follow your North Node, that is the most effective and efficient path to your destiny here. That's your highest good. The 180-degree opposite is South Node. South Node, if your destiny is pushing you forward in progress, your South Node is pulling you back into karma. South Node is all about karma. So if you follow your South Node energies, you follow that sign for your South Node, you'll know who's resonating with you in those messages. You'll know what to avoid. You'll know what to anticipate in order to avoid going back into karma. All right? With any of your planetary placements, check to see if they're a cusp. Check to see if they're within 2 degrees of the transition, right? The last 2 degrees of a sign, 28, 29, or the first 2 degrees after a transition, first degree or second degree, or the very middle, the 0 degree. Those are the cusps. Those are the cusps. 28 to 2, those degrees. And if you have a cusp, none of the cusps, right? Not one. They are all masculine and feminine energy. They don't speak the same language. There's no 2 masculine energies or no 2 divine feminine energies that cusp with each other. It's all masculine, feminine cusps. So that's where you have this internal conflict surrounding those planets. There's an internal conflict. There's a tug of head space, heart space, don't know what to do. Can't come to terms. Can't find a happy medium. This is where you're always conflicted, where your cusps are. So be aware of that, because both of those energies are going to be working on you, and you need to be able to find happy solutions. You need to be able to find win-win situations between your head space and your heart space, no matter what that conflict is. So pay attention to your cusps. All right, Pisces. Let's get into it, shall we? So I used my Psychic Tarot of the Heart deck and my Wisdom of the Oracle deck to answer the question, what the fuck did you get yourself into prior to what we're going to read for April? What was significant about the past for you? We got the solar plexus card in the reverse and poised in the reverse. Pisces, your own insecurities, your shame or embarrassment, lack of courage, lack of faith in your authenticity. Your lack of confidence in the divine that is yourself. What happened was you might have chickened out. You might have chickened out. Okay? And blew an opportunity to soar. You were lining yourself up to be in a perfect position to fly and soar, and it just fell flat. I feel like you fell flat on your head. I think you completely missed it, Pisces. And with the 3 and the 48, I mean, this is 2019 and it's a 12 year, which breaks down to a 3. And those are the two numbers you have here. You have the 48, which is the 12, and you have the 3. And that was 11:11 on the clock. This is about you being able to take your divine feminine energy and be confident in it, to create with it, to trust in your authenticity, to move forward fearlessly without shame or embarrassment or guilt. It's freeing. It's freeing. And I feel like you got yourself in a position where you're stuck and you don't know where you can take off at and try again. I feel like you just want to be free. You just want to take off and fly, and your own shame or insecurity is what's holding you back. Lack of willpower, like procrastination. You put it off too long and fucking blew it. Procrastination. Hesitation. Blew it. Alright. Pisces. If that's what got you here, where the fuck are you headed for April? Alright. I think you realized really quickly, Pisces, with the Death card on this side, it's mocking the moon energy and the sun's there. You got twin towers, you got the Emperor, and what looks like the court fool, the court jester, sitting there. It's like the death of the fool and the birth of the Emperor. They have the elixir of life, and they have the raven on the skull, which is like communicating, with the divine through the crown. You have this feminine energy dancing in the background, underneath the sun. For April, I'm feeling like you might have had to bury the old you. The old you that was insecure, the old you that was feeling unworthy or feeling undeserving, feeling not good enough. You had to bury that person, that insecure, unworthy person. So that you can be reborn into your authentic path with the sun. And it has everything to do with your feminine energy. Watch your Venus placement, Pisces. I think this month, if you can lay death to the old you, the old version of you that was not serving your highest good anymore, the ego death. The ego death. Death to the fool. Rebirth for the Emperor with the divine feminine energy present. Ego death and embracing the beauty and the natural ecstasy of your feelings of love and joy that is the divine feminine energy. I think you might really miss somebody. I think maybe you and somebody else have been through a lot, and I think the longer you're away from them, the more you want to be with them. I feel like you're crazy in your head about it. Like you really, I think you really do feel like you blew it. That you absolutely missed your shot. Because you missed them like terrible. It's like you left them out in the cold kind of thing. Like you're in here thinking about, oh my God, what did I do? And they're out there alone. Literally like alone in the world. You're like, what did I do? That was my 10 of Cups. That was my 10 of Cups. That was my emotional fulfillment. That's what this is. The dreams come true. Emotional fulfillment. You're like, oh my God, what did I do? That was my happiness. That was my happy ending. That was my happily ever after. Huge tower moment. It was like a huge tower moment. I feel like April, you're really going through the ego death so that you can try and come back to this person. Whoever you left or whatever opportunity you lost, I feel like it's trying to be regained. I don't think it's going to be regained in April because you're dealing with this confidence issue. You know, you're going through the ego death, integrating the heart, integrating your heart space and your feelings back into your being. I feel like you can weather any storm with this person. No matter how hard it gets, it's like you guys will still be there to hold each other. It's okay because you got each other. It doesn't matter what you go through. You have each other to hold. Emotionally, you're fulfilled. You will get through anything together. And I think that's the kind of energy you realize that you left behind. And I think April, this ego death, this understanding what you lost, that's the big healing, Pisces. Healing your worthiness. Not because you're not worthy or weren't worthy. It's because you decided that you weren't. At some point you decided that you weren't, and now you have to decide that you are. Capiche? You're worthy. You're worthy of the platform from which you soar. You're worthy. Pisces. You deserve it. You deserve it. Here we got the trickster, manipulating others through duplicity. You've got a magician in your mix, someone who tells half-truths. This magician energy in the reverse is manipulative. He's very manipulative. He plays mind games. He's the kind of person that will tell you a half-truth so that you decide and come to a choice on your own based on that half-truth. All the while, they know the whole truth, but they knew if they told you the whole truth, you wouldn't have made the action choice that you made. You wouldn't have decided on that choice. You wouldn't have said what you said. And they wanted you to say a certain thing. They wanted you to do a certain thing. So they didn't lie to you. But they told you half the truth so that you would make a decision. You would make a choice and take an action off of what they told you, not realizing it's not the whole picture. There's illusion involved. Hidden motive involved. Someone who would pull rabbits out of a hat to make it happen for themselves. This person will have everybody fooled. This person will have everybody fooled. This could be you or somebody else, Pisces. You might even be going tete-a-tete with somebody. This manipulative mind game you're playing back and forth with each other. Whatever that energy is, I think you need to just stop that. Whoever that is. You need to stop entertaining that magician. Stop entertaining him. Stop giving him your time and attention. You're finding excuses to procrastinate. You're finding distractions. It's causing you to hesitate. You're missing shit. You're missing opportunities. So I feel like you're very distracted with this trickster energy. Or if this is your own mind, you putting on multiple faces for multiple people, living like multiple lives or multiple lies. I feel like this person, for all the effort that you put in, for all the work that you do, for how hard you work, not just, in the physical world, but emotionally as a person, keeping yourself together, for all that you do, for all the effort you make for yourself, this person erases it. They erase it. Oh, you feel good today? Erase. Oh, you had things planned today? Erase. Oh, you had goals today? Erase. Everything you try and do to better your circumstance, this person erases it. They make your life 10 times harder, and they've got everybody fooled. Yeah, this is inner child healing, solar plexus. Again. Nice chakra insight oracle cards. You might want to check your Neptune placement and where it is, like what house it falls in, because all the houses represent different things. This is you transforming and healing your inner child. This is getting back to playfulness. This is getting back to lightheartedness. This is getting back to innocence and wonder. This is what the universe wants. The universe wants you to get out of this distracted, heavy energy that means nothing. It's bullshit. Pisces. This is a distraction. This is people putting illusion in front of your face and saying, here, see? You have shit to do and worry about. I feel like there's this energy of constantly keeping you busy, constantly keeping you moving, so that you do not have time. So that you don't have time to fix any of this. I feel like this is right dab in the middle of it. And it could be one person, more than one person. You could have a whole bunch of manipulative magicians around you, Hopefully it is just one. But whatever it is, all the effort you're putting in, it's like all that effort, all this ego death, and for what if you don't have time to go, get what you want? You're just sitting here by yourself, thinking about it and missing it. Like, I wish I had it. I would rather be anywhere with her than here. Or vice versa, take it how it resonates. Would rather be anywhere with him, than here. Yeah. Like, you would rather be stranded on a desert island with the love of your life and nothing but an empty cup and a rainbow than be in this stuck place, this place of commerce or business or social setting, feeling alone and lost in your fucking head without them. You gotta reconnect to your inner child. You gotta stop taking obligation, judgments, criticisms, so harshly. Don't take it personal. That's their healing, not yours. Alright, masculine, feminine. Headspace, heart space. Oh, I got 3. Headspace, yeah. I'm being distracted, but I know you're the one. They're being distracted. They're being very distracted. But they know you're the one. Their karmic situationships are keeping them very distracted. Or your karmic situationships, Pisces, are keeping you very distracted. But you know this person is you know someone's the one for you. You're saying, I just need time to catch up to you. Be patient. You need more time. If you're a cross watcher, your Pisces needs a little more time to figure stuff out. It says, you make me wonder if happiness is possible. It's in the reverse. I feel like they're not wondering anymore. I think they know that happiness is possible with you. Or I think you know that happiness is possible with someone. I think you know. You might be denying it to yourself, but you know. You know, happiness is possible. You know this person is meant, you know, to be with you. You just need more patience, more time to figure it out. The heart space, the divine feminine energy, feels like home. You might be cusping, you know, Aquarius. You're with somebody that feels like home. This is your authentic path. The person you love is your one. The person you love is your one. Your head knows you need more time. And your heart space knows the truth. Angel messages, you are safe. You have nothing to worry about. Archangel Michael, I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. I shit you not. You can't make this shit up. Archangel Michael is protecting your person. Don't worry about anything. They're being protected. You're safe. You don't have to worry about nothing. And again, I think Archangel Michael, with his flaming sword, he's most definitely figuring out ways to get rid of these manipulative energies. He's countering them. You see how the cape and the wings are kind of upside down and upright? Archangel Michael is protecting you. He's literally, I'm feeling like mirroring back their energy. Like whatever lower vibration they're sending down at you, it's like being reflected back to them in the form of healing energy. Like, oh, you want to douse them with negativity? Well, guess what? Here's a fucking dousing of love. Here's a dousing of light, you fucking demon. You know what I mean? Like, you're safe. You've got angels, Pisces. You've got angels. You don't need to worry. Call in your angel squad. Yeah, divine will, spiritual destiny. This is higher soul contract, soul spouse. Your love life is influenced by the religious upbringing, your spiritual path, divine will, and spiritual destiny. You're meant to be with this person. Whoever this is, whatever this lesson is, whatever this confidence block is, whatever these distractions are, like, it's your destiny to heal this. Your soul spouse. The queen of all queens in your mind. The queen of all queens. And you know what? I feel like she's definitely manifesting. I feel like she's mastered that. You know, the crown is of all the different religions. You can see the different symbols. She wears them all like she's the divine mother. She is the mother of all the children of earth. Like, this goes way back. You and this other person go way back. You and this trickster probably go way back. This is spiritual destiny that's healing. highest, these are soul contracts of the highest caliber that are healing. Yeah, you got to detach, releasing old patterns and ideas that are no longer serving your highest ideals of love. This is what the ego death is. Remember this no matter what, Pisces. If it is not in your highest good, let it go. It's not worth it. It's not worth the loss. It's not worth this. It's not worth not getting off the ground. It's not worth not soaring. You got to trust in your angels. Call in Archangel Michael. Call in your higher to help you, guide you in whatever is in the highest good of all concerning these manipulative energies. May the truth be told and let it set you free. You know? Let divine justice be served. Let the divine handle it. You gotta go be with your home girl, or your home boy, your home slice. I feel like this person's a lighthouse, is beaming love energy. I think your inner child just wants to be free, Pisces. I think you want to feel like you belong in the world somewhere and just be happy, be free, live your life. No worries. That's what you want. You don't need to constantly protect and shield yourself. Your angels can do that for you. They absolutely can. You don't have to be on guard all the time. You don't have to miss opportunities, because you're too hypercritical on yourself. Or too hypercritical of others because you're so concerned about your own self-worth and your own self-value, so you're hypercritical of others, super judgmental, put them down so I feel better kind of stuff. All that stuff has to stop. You got to detach and release patterns that are not serving your highest ideals of love energy anymore. Okay? Pisces, let go of the old. Bury it. Bury the old version that's not serving your highest good anymore. Bury the old version that's keeping you from your dream, that's putting you in this nightmare of a state. Release the old patterns that are keeping you from having what you want. Release the old patterns that are keeping your divine will from fruition here. Trust your angels. Don't miss it again. Don't miss it again. Take off and soar this time. Be confident in that. Detach from your bullshit. And then go back and get it. Go back and get it. It's your 10 of Cups, it's your emotional fulfillment. Alright, Pisces. If you guys would like more insight into these readings, throughout the month of April, the deadline for the April Zodiac Extendeds group on Facebook is March 31st. So you only have a couple days. It's $20 if you want to join it for the month. It gets all, the lives in there every week and different things. Some similar to this, some different than this, some more than this. I do a lot of stuff in there. If you want to do it for the rest of the year, it's $120. So you let me know. You let me know. My information's in the description. Everything you need to know is in there. It's facebook.com/divinerebelreadings. Really, guys, there are some really heavy energies coming out of this retrograde period going into April. There's a lot of shit that's backwards, that was flipped upside down, a lot of things that weren't communicated properly, things that should have been communicated that weren't. This is going to be like a couple cleanup weeks in April. I think there's going to be some major self-discovery over the course of April. I think once May hits, we'll start to see more things manifested. But I think a lot of stuff is smoothing over and healing over from the retrograde Mercury. It was like a laser pointer eye, just like targeting people with their bullshit. It threw like, if you were lying to yourself, Mercury retrograde gotcha. If you were lying to yourself in any way, Mercury retrograde gotcha. It got you real fucking good too. Yeah, this retrograde, trust me. April is going to be healing the fucking destructive path that Mercury retrograde left. April is going to be all about healing it. So take the time to heal it. Take the time to, Pisces, build your confidence back. Get your self-worth up. Know that you are safe. You have nothing to worry about. And stop humoring these fucking people. These manipulative people, stop playing their game. Stop playing their game. You know better than them. Stop. Stop. It's not in your highest good. Yeah. Until next time, guys. Love each other, most importantly, love yourselves. Bye.